Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We've been around over 5.5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We are now expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency. We give it free to them every month, and anybody can become a citizen. No fee, no obligation. Register, come along. We'll be happy to welcome you with open arms. We're also a non-separatist community. We're not going to put you in a group based on your gender or colour, class, creed, financial status, anything else. We simply see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. And in a moment after our opening prayer, we'll have a little affirmation to help us with that ideology. Our opening prayer, very short, it's there to help us find true happiness in life, not to be confused with pleasure. Pleasure and happiness seem the same, but pleasure tends to be measured in short term by having something wonderful happen and boom, you've got a spike of pleasure. Happiness that we're talking about is an ever new joy within, a sort of peace and contentment that is always with you. And it gives you a wonderful grounding for no matter what's going on in your life around you. You have this calm, you have this perception of joy always within, and it's a wonderful asset to have, something that everybody likes to have, but not everybody knows even about it, let alone how to get it. There's only one way you can get it, through loving service to other people. And the more service you offer to the more people, the more you'll find that joy building within you. And as an added bonus, everything that you want and need will start being attracted to you. You won't have to chase after things anymore. You'll see doors of opportunity opening up for you. All you've got to do is walk through them. Okay, so that's what our little prayer's about. And then we'll have the affirmation, and then we'll get on to the business of the day. So let's get started right away. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract into their life true happiness and everything they want and need. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look who we've got in, because I want to welcome you. Whether you're watching live, like the people that we're going to see in the comments, or whether you're watching the recording, we are streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly, X, and YouTube, and the recordings are available there automatically straight away. So we have a lot of people that watch the recordings because 7 p.m. London time just isn't good for everybody. But those that are here now, a big welcome. You're equally valued whether you're on the replay or whether you're live. But it's lovely to have people here live. They pop in, where they're from, their names, they can interact with one another. And of course, ask any questions that they may have, which we always do our best to answer for you. And I see top of the pops today, we've got Gary from St Albans in England, closely followed by Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Don from British Columbia, Canada, Bozina from Slovenia, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Mary from Chicago, USA, Derek from West Palm Beach, Florida, USA, Ramachandra from Watford, letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. We got Richard in from Devon in England, Carl from New Zealand. He's saying good morning because I suppose it's getting into late spring or something in New Zealand, isn't it? Middle of spring. I don't know what, but it is morning there. And then we've got Queen of the Somewhere, Queen Tihamadala from Nigeria. Okay, nice to have you with us. I don't think we've seen you before, but lovely to have you in here with us. Okay, we've not been here for a couple of days, so let's give you the updates in the numbers. We have an increase of 23 in the 777 plan to 45,976. An increase of 26 in the We Share Abundance registered members, an increase of 35 in the active members to 3,368. We're down 1 in the Success Blueprint, 16. Up 2 in the Easy Team Builder to 1,213. Up 2 in the Best Plan Ever to 1,316. Up 1, excuse me, in the Pro members of the ShareHope Powerline Plan to 787. Up 48 in the registered members of TIR. That's a net increase because we take out people that sign up and then do nothing. And we give them 30 days to either do the KYC, refer somebody, or upgrade. And if they've not done any of that, well, we just take them out. So it's a net increase of 48 to 1,914. We have an increase of 21 in the bronze memberships to 1,672. I think most of those came through today or yesterday, maybe. I know that the PIF pools put in a few today and yesterday, not hundreds, but a few, four I think on each day. Excuse me. We have in our social media site an increase of 1,350 in our registered members to 37,212. And an increase of 362 in our active members in there. These are people that have made a post at least once, to 16,313. So those are the numbers. Now then, first of all, we stopped access to the paid games in Fun Miracles at the moment, because there's a bug somewhere. I think Deviani's got it sorted out now. in the leaderboard, it wasn't not working correctly, and we had one leaderboard which wasn't complete. It had 9 people in, and we couldn't put another person in. And we've got people that have played the game and they're not getting put in anywhere. So until we are sure that that is fixed properly, it will not be reactivated. Don't worry about it if you've played games and things. We're not taking that away from you. You'll still have your positions and things in there, but we just don't want any more people playing until we make sure that they get in the right position in the games to be where they should be. We want it right, okay? So Devian has been working on that, and she said that she's fixed the bug, but she's got to test it thoroughly on her local computer before she pushes it and makes it live. So that's one of the things that we've been working with today. The TIR plan, of course, Vishal is working on that, and he has got the co-op thing all sorted and the rotation done, and that will be pushed to the live server possibly tomorrow, but you won't be able to buy a co-op share because I want to test it first. I'll be putting some traffic through there, making sure that it goes in the right way, and things are working as they should. Once we are happy with that, then we will be putting some traffic through. No, we'll be allowing you to buy co-op shares, and you'll get the benefits of the traffic that's going through it. So that's where we are with that. There are still quite a few things that I want to do with TIR before we can get it finally done and dusted and fully launched. I'm not sure how long they'll take. I don't think too long, actually, because they are things that are sort of little tweaks here and there. But of course, you make a little tweak here and sometimes it affects everything over there. So we have to be a little bit careful with it. But it is all going okay, and we are making the tweaks to make sure that we can keep putting people through when we need more people going through. The people that are involved at the moment, some of them are seeing good results, some of them it's slow for, and it'll be slow for everybody in a way, but it'll be slow for you this week, and next week you might be doing something, and then you might be slow for a couple of weeks because we just aren't getting the volume of members through. That's the nitty-gritty. We need a lot more people coming through. Ideally, people that join straight away, pay the $30. It's only $30 one time, and we're looking for people that can do that because that is much faster than people that come in and join and and don't make up their mind to do anything. I mean, they can be in there for a month and do nothing before we take them out. And so we're looking ideally for action takers, even if they're action takers that come in and do the KYC straight away. That's fine, you know. That gives you, the sponsor, a chance to piff them if you can't convince them to put their hand in their pocket. You can pay it for them, and if you don't want to do that, they'll get into the PIF pool. Somebody else can claim that tier 1 commissions or matching payments, you know, worth a couple of grand, and if they still not paid, but they've done the KYC, then eventually they'll get through to the system, and we will, through the system, eventually pay them in. Depends on how many people are coming through and how much money we've got, but we've got plenty at the moment for the people that we have coming through. And of course, the more people that come through and get upgraded and go into the matrix, the faster it works for everybody. It not only builds that bronze matrix, but it gets people into the silver and it starts building that. But we need to be encouraging people to just do a little bit. And we're going to find more and more ways of doing that. Okay. So there we are. And Carl says it's a beautiful summer's day in New Zealand. Norman's in as well from Doncaster in England. It's not very summery here because it isn't summer, I suppose. It's middle of winter, but it's not been a bad day today. We've had a lot of rain recently, and I believe there's some more on the way, but keeps everything green, doesn't it? Okay. So that's what's happening there. I have been talking with a few people regarding debit cards. I mean, we can issue debit cards, but we have to find the right way of doing it. We can't produce them ourselves and have them work because they have to go through, they have to be either a Visa, MasterCard or something like that, don't they? Those are the two big ones. Visa is a little bit easier to work with than MasterCard. And we ideally want to do it where you don't have to worry about KYC and things, and you can take your money and load your card and go and spend it. And there are several options, and I've been talking with quite a few people, and I mean we can get the core system in place, but without the debit cards, it simply isn't as good. And so I want to be in a position where we can bring it all together now. I think, well, I know we're getting closer, but we're not there yet. So we will be looking at that. And if possible, I want to reduce all the fees that would be paid by the members. Some of the options we have very high fees, and we're not in this to make money out of our members from their withdrawals. They've already earned that money. We're not like most governments, we tax you on what you earn, and then we tax you on what you spend it on, and we tax you on any capital gains that we want you to be able to enjoy the money that you've earned with as little fees as we can possibly do. So so that is another thing that we're looking at, because everything does involve fees. I mean, there's got to be some fees because people that provide services have to make a profit out of it, and if they're not making a profit out of it, they go bust. We don't want to be with somebody that goes bust. We want to be with, we want to be putting it together in a way that is sustainable and covers the fees, but we want the fees to be as small as we can make them. So I do have a couple more meetings lined up as well this week on these things. So we'll get there. Okay, it is taking longer than I had hoped, but we could have actually got it done by now if I'd have gone with the original option that we had. But really, I wasn't happy with the fees. I mean, and that is the reason that we are where we are now. I want to like I say, I want to make it as low cost for our members as we possibly can. I don't want to be charging fees for the sake of charging fees and lining a lot of other people's pockets and things. We want it to be as free-flowing and wonderful as it can be, okay? We got somebody else joined us as well. Who's this? Ahmad Rabo, saying good evening. Not sure where Ahmad's from. Pakistan, maybe? I don't know. It's lovely when you put it in with your comments, because people are interested. They like to see that we are all over the world, like the map behind us, okay? So pretty much that's where we are. I did add another opportunity into the multiple income streams today. I was referred to it by somebody. I've done business with over the years, but I've not done any business with him actually for probably 6 or 7 years, something like that. But he sent me information on this and I had a look at it, and it looks pretty good. It looks like they've got quite a lot of products lined up, but they're mainly focused on people that are living in the States. So the products there, some of them are available for people that aren't in the States, but the bulk of them are US based, as the company is. But it's relatively low cost. It's $28, but there is tax payable on it, and it takes it up to just over $30 and a few cents. I can't remember the exact figure. And it is monthly subscription, which I know a lot of people don't like, but it is the best way to get recurring income. And that's what we're all after, recurring income. And it's a 3x7 forced matrix. You get your top level filled, and you're breaking even. So anything after 3 people, which shouldn't be too difficult for you to find, but there is a possibility that you will get spillover that may help you. Don't ever rely on spillover, because when you rely on it, it won't happen. If you treat it as a bonus, you'll find that it does happen. So go out and get your 3 people, and then you're covered. And then everything that happens after that is a bonus, and it'll pay you up to it's a little over $6,000 with a full matrix. Full matrix is quite often difficult to complete. Some people do it easily, some people never do it, but most people get down sort of 2 or 3 levels in the matrix. And that's what makes this interesting, because you get 2 levels down and you've got a $45 profit every month. Not a fortune, but it's regular profit. And the more levels, of course, that you get down, the more that increases. So, but those first 2 levels pay your fees and give you a $45 profit. And that's pretty good. Okay. It is in the multiple income streams. If you're not in TIR, get in. Do your KYC, or put your hand in your pocket for $30. It's a one-time payment to get you into that bronze matrix. And if you join and get in and pay, straight away, you'll be in the matrix within 24 hours. If you dilly-dally, you could be weeks before you get in the matrix. And that, even at the rate we're going now, it's going to put you behind hundreds of people in the profit share. So it just means it's going to take you a lot longer before you start seeing money coming in. Okay. Gary says fast start bonus is also first month for that plan that I put in. He's got it as WSBS. I can't remember what that stands for, but yeah, wealth builder or something like that. Yeah, the first month that you have referred personally someone into the plan, you get $25. So if you refer 3 people, that's like $75 in month 1. Instead of just covering your costs, you're already $45 in profit just with 3 people. And then those 3 people mean you've covered your costs for all ongoing payments. So yeah, well pointed out by Gary there. It's an easy way to make a little bit of cash for Christmas. You're not going to make a fortune unless if you've got the potential to go out, refer 100 people in a few days, like some people have, then yeah, okay, 100 people at $25, 2.5 grand, wonderful. Makes you Christmas, doesn't it? But for most people, get you 3, and it's only $45. But even in England, that'll get you a few pints. Okay, a bit of Christmas cheer. Okie dokie. I don't have anything else for you. I don't see any questions in. I will be here, of course, on Thursday. I'm not sure what we're doing over Christmas because Christmas Day falls on a Thursday, and usually my wife and I just spend it at home. We cook a decent meal and have a couple of glasses, but we don't normally do anything. But this year we are going out to it's a little barn, and he's just catering for his family and a couple of other people. There's only going to be about 20 of us there, but we're going out for that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do a live very easily on Christmas Day unless we do it at a different time. So I don't know. We'll have a think about that nearer the time. I'll let you know a week today what we've decided there. But in the meantime, just enjoy the festive season. It is starting. It is getting into full swing. Won't be long before the Easter eggs are on the shelves in the shops. But right now we're focused on Christmas. Fill yourself with the Christmas spirit, and I don't mean the whiskey, but you can do that as well. But I mean with the feeling of love and sharing and just the good nature of the season, and enjoy life. And I'll be here with you again on Thursday. So until then, God bless, and get a few people into TIR and get them into the other thing as well, whatever it's called. I mean, you could even do them a deal, couldn't you? You could say, join WSBS. It'll cost you $30 roughly, and I'll pay you into TIR, and it wouldn't cost you anything because you'd be getting $25 from WSBS, and you'd be getting $5 from TIR, so that's your $30 back, and then you've got a paid member in your downline in both of them, and you know, it's a good way to build. You can do a little bit of a deal on things. So there we go. Cheers, Richard. Cheers to everybody. Enjoy the festive season. I'll see you on Thursday.